This is the question asked in today's SkillTrack daily challenge. So in the first line of our input, we are given two integers. So the first integer is R and the second integer is C. And after that, we are given a R cross C character matrix. And finally, we are given two integers as input. So first, our task is to find the character that is present at the given integers. So here it is 3, 3. So third row, third column. So that the character present at third row, third column is F. So now we have to form four string values as per the conditions given in the question. So the four string values are S1, S2, S3 and S4. So first let us see how we have to form S1. So the string S1 must be containing the character from the given index till the top of it. So here we are given 3, 3. So from 3, 3 we have to reach the top. So the first character is F and the second character is O and the third character is G. And after that there are no more characters above it. So FOG. So this is our string S1. So S1 is equal to FOG. And now we have to find the string S2. So the string S2 is present horizontally rightward from the given index. So from F, the string S2 is present right side. So FGKT. So this is our string S2. So S2 is equal to FGKT. And now we have to find the string S3. And now the string S3 is present vertically downward from the given index. So when we move vertically downward, so the characters present are F, P and then W, H and again a W. So these are the characters when we move vertically downward from the given index. And this is our string S3. So FPWHW. So I am writing it S3 is equal to FPWHW. And now finally the last string S4. So the string S4 is present horizontally leftwards. So F, J and B. So this is our string S4. So S4 is equal to FJB. So now we have found four strings from the given input character matrix. And our task is to print the longest string. So let us find the length of the longest string. So the first string is of length 3 and the second string of length 4 and the third string is of length 5 and the fourth string is of length 3. So the longest is S3. It has 5 characters in it. So in this case we have to print S3 as our output. So the string S3 is FPWHW. So we print it as our output. Now let us see how to write a C program for this. So first we are creating some integer variables, a character array and an integer, and we are declaring it outside the main function because when we declare it here we can access it in any part of our program. So we can access it in our function and we can also access it in our main function. So now let us see our main function. First I am creating four integer variables and in the next line I am accepting the values of the two integers R and C, and then I am creating a nested for loop. So we have to accept R cross C characters. So in every iteration of this nested loop, I am accepting a character and storing the character into the character array named mat, which we have declared outside the main function. And after that, I am accepting two integer variables named x and y. And after accepting the values of x and y, I am decrement both of them, because we have started storing characters from the index 0. So only when we decrement the values of both the variables x and y, we can be able to find their positions in the matrix correctly. So now we have to find four strings S1, S2, S3 and S4. So I am creating four character arrays of size 101 named S1, S2, S3 and S4. And then I am calling the function named find, and I am doing it for 4 times. So in the first time we will be finding S1 and then S2, S3 and S4. So let us see what are the values we are passing in the arguments. So first we are passing the character array, and after that we are passing 4 integer variables. So the first two integer variables are x and y, and it is common for all. So in 4 times whenever we are calling function, the first two integers are x and y, and only the last two integers vary. So for the string S1, it is given that the characters are from xy till vertically topwards. So when we move on vertically topwards, at one point we will reach the 0th row. So that is why after xy the row is 0, and then we will be at the same column if we move vertically topward. So 0y, so that would be the ending coordinate. Similarly for S2 the starting coordinate is xy, and for S2 the characters would be horizontally right. So when you move horizontally right, the row will be same. So xc, because at one stage the last character would be at the c, so xc. And for S3 we start from xy and we have to move vertically downward. So when we move vertically downward, at one point we will reach the last row, so ry. And similarly for S4 we have to move horizontally leftward, so the ending index is x0, the same row and the first character. So that is how we would be traversing. So now let us see how this function find works. So this function find is of return type void, and it accepts a character array and 4 integers in the arguments. So the 4 integers represents the 2 coordinates. So the first 2 integers are the starting coordinate and the last 2 integers are the ending coordinate. So fx is from x and from y, and then tx is 2x and 2y. So we are just going to connect these 2 coordinates, and we are going to store all the characters present in between these 2 coordinates into the character array str. So that is what the function find is going to do. So to do that, first I am creating some integer variables named row, col and L. And for row and column we are setting fx and fy, and L we are setting it to 0. And now we are going to connect these two. So fx fy is a coordinate and tx ty is a coordinate. And our task is to store all the characters present between these 2 coordinates into the character array str. So which we will be performing in this while loop. So let us see what we are doing in this while loop. So this is an infinite loop and we have to break out of this loop manually. So the breaking condition is row must be equal to tx and col must be equal to ty. And in every iteration we should either increment or decrement the variables row and column. So if from x is less than 2x we increment row, and if from x is greater than 2x we decrement row, and similarly we follow the same for column. So in every iteration of the loop, we will be traversing through the characters present in between these 2 coordinates. So we are storing those characters into the character array str. So str of L++ is equal to matrix of row and column. So finally after the execution of the for loop, I am setting the last character as null. And also we should find the string of maximum length. So whenever we are finding a string, I am also checking its length. So if string length of str is greater than max, max is equal to string length of str. So this max variable was declared here. So initially we have set its value to 0. So finally after finding the 4 strings s1, s2, s3 and s4, we would have also been find the length of the longest string. So this is how this function find works. So now let us go back to our main function. So after finding the 4 strings s1, s2, s3 and s4, we would also know the length of the maximum string, which will be stored in the variable max. So I am just checking if string length of s1 is equal to max, then we print s1. Else if string length of s2 is equal to max, we print s2, and similarly for s3. So this is how we will be printing the length of the largest string after finding the string s1, s2, s3 and s4. So now let us check our program with sample test cases. So this is our sample input 1. And for sample input 1, our expected output is fpwhw. So we also get the same string. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.